Hi, everyone. Welcome. So there's a lot of emotional, mental patterns on this session. There's some physical things as well. Each session is different, and I never know exactly what's going to show up, which is the beauty of doing the session to some degree, or how it's going to show up. So I'll track things with my hand here and with my third eye or whatever, fourth eye, ninth eye. And we're moving into patterns together now as a group. So when we're working as a group, we have a very powerful energy that helps us to accomplish the work, so to speak, not that it's work. And the benefit and the beauty of it is anything that we're working on together, what I've found over the years, if I have this pattern or you have it or several of us have it, we all benefit. In fact, the patterns that you don't have, you can benefit from because, of course, you won't get them from interacting like this. And we're already deep into this session here because I'm tracking information here. I wish in the seminars I could someday explain how this feels and looks and works. So we're going into the psycho-emotional energetics component, which P, hopefully that won't make anyone go to the bathroom. When I had my first clinic, my ex-wife, who she installed a waterfall in the waiting room, and I told her that's just going to make everybody want to pee. So there's a reference for you. And it did, and we had to take it out. So we're working through a lot of patterns, and the way they show up to me is like a series of lines of force. There's a group pattern, which looks fairly coherent, by the way, and then there's the individual patterns. So it's kind of like if we're looking at something from a panoramic shot, we get the group pattern, and then we can zoom in and we can focus on the individual points of reference, you see? And you can do this as well. So this is what I'm doing with my hand in tracking the information, tracking the patterns, physical, emotional, mental, 1, 2, 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 77, 80, 85, 90. A lot of emotional, mental stuff. I've been feeling this myself. It feels like there's a generalized sadness or anxiety pattern that does not belong to you. I want you to know that. In a lot of cases, this is coming from outside of you. And it's a group template. It's a world template. And I think it may even be a manipulation to some degree. So we're going to move some of this. I'm going to move this off. Excuse me if I do that sort of thing. I'm not having a seizure. It's just energy just shot up my spine. Physical, emotional. Okay. We'll go deep into that. Focusing on the throat chakra right now. So we're working with neck patterns, communication issues, internal dialogue. There we go. Okay, we're shifting in and out. And then we're going to kind of go to layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 33 layers that we're working with simultaneously, at least 33. So we're starting to sift through. If you could imagine like those sticks that you cast, you know, to cast a fortune, the I Ching, and then how they line up in a certain way, it's kind of like that. So we want to line the sticks up different, kind of like reverse Jenga. We want to find the pattern, the one thing that collapses the entire pattern for people. So we're pulling little lines of force out of the pattern, and then we're looking to see how that changes. It's emotional, okay. There's a big heart pattern. Somebody's got a big heart pattern here. Let's see, not mine, okay, good to know. Physical, emotional, all right. A lot of emotional stress around this pattern. 1, 2, 3 people holding something similar here. Some of this is an anxiety pattern. I've been feeling this, I think, for a few days. But again, it's important, and I'll share this with you, spatial clairvoyance, which Melissa and I teach. It's important to track what's yours and what's not yours. See, what's yours will be in your field. What's not yours will take you out of that field, you see? So, but the problem is, of course, is when you think something is yours, you identify with it. When you identify it, you add a charge to it, and you personalize it. Now it's in your field, even though it's not yours originally. Once you've accepted it, it's like accepting a virus in an email. Once you've accepted it, it downloads onto your system. Doesn't mean you can't move it. You can.